Okay, y'all. So I don't even know where to start with this video or what to tell y'all is about to happen. I mean, it's just been a weird day, and I'm surprised by a lot of the things that I've seen, and I'm shocked at a lot of things that I've heard. Uh, but I just want y'all to check out what's been going on in case you didn't know. Um, I've said this many times before. I don't care who you are. If I see you doing some fuck ass shit, I'm gonna talk about it. Period. I mean, dude, like what you're about to listen to is just insanity. What you're about to see is crazy. Like, what the hell is going on? What's going on? So, word on the curb is uh, Natiri, or Janae, whatever she likes to be called, is having second thoughts about testifying if this case goes to trial. She's not exactly sure if she wants to do that because no one has offered her any money to testify. Now, this is something that was told to me. Janae Materia did not tell me this, but someone who knows her gave me this information. And so I asked again, and she gave me an update, and she said that she's changed her mind. One day she was saying that she wasn't sure because she wasn't making any money and they were not offering her anything to testify, and she felt like she has already done her part in this process by filing the charges, and she's done, she's over it, which I can understand it's kind of exhausting or tiresome to be in this situation. I wouldn't know. I never had to deal with this, and I do send her positive energy her way. However, I really hope that this is not true. I really hope that she's not thinking about not testifying. I hope that this is just a mood and it changes to being empowered again to put this man where he belongs. I think justice for all the people that he's hurt mentally, spiritually, physically outweighs money. This man needs to be put away, and she would be a vital piece in that equation to get that done. I'm not exactly sure if her testimony is necessary or a necessity in order to put him away, but I'm sure it's a big help if she does. Again, I'm not sure if she's really wanting to be paid to do this. This was told to me. I'm not sure how factual it is. But if people out there are donating to her or supporting her, let her know that, hey, what do we need to do to make sure you do testify if this goes to trial? I don't know. I don't know, guys. But yeah, so that's that. We'll see. What's going on? What happened?
Um, okay, so, like, I check in with her from time to time. Like, when I talked to you the other night, we done an interview and it got, like, mysteriously, like, to me that was divine intervention. I'm like, I felt bad doing it anyhow, so I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, first of all, like, I'm older than her, more mature than her, and then you know, she gotten off the phone. Like, you know, she does. Like I said, I'm empathic. She is as well. So she's like, oh, you know, I just have had a rough day, and I just feel all these energies and stuff, and I just feel like people. I'm like, okay. And she's like, you know, I spoke to her briefly, and she said she would call me back, and she did. You know, because her nephew was in the background cutting up and stuff. So, she called me back, and then like, my thing to see if I did the right thing by speaking to you. At that point, I didn't even know that everything was deleted. You know what I mean? But I was still like, you know, I was like, look, it is what it is. Like, it's already recorded. It is what it is at this point. But I was just like kind of like trying to save face with her in the event that it came out and stuff. So I'm talking to her like, you know, so letting her know like, yeah, if it comes out, and you hear me, like, not speaking bad at you, just, you know, stating fact, this is why. It's because, you know, it's potentially releasing this man because you're unstable and, you know, double-minded, and you really don't care about other people in, you know, your community like you claim, and it's just, you know, you got it off your chest at the moment. So, she's like, well, I don't know. I said, well, I mean, I'm just entertaining her for shits and giggles. I'm like, how much would you want? And from who? Like, you know, what community would you want the money from? Because I know you need money. Like, I'm just entertaining her. Like, you need to work, like we all do. But, you know, I'm just entertaining her to see where her mind was. Where does she think this miraculous sum of money is going to come from? And she's like, you know, whoever. She's like, everybody just wants to bring him down. So, but the way she was talking, it was, I mean, and I'm an intelligent woman. I'm a strong mind. Like, I'm very, like, stable-minded. And she was confusing the hell out of me. Like, I was all over the place. And she's like, you know, everybody wants to bring him down so badly. And the tone of her voice and things were like, everyone wants to. You know, you have to listen to, like, the undertone of things that people say. It's like, everyone wants to. I mean, you don't anymore?
Right.
It's like everybody wants him to bring him down so badly, but no one's, you know, willing to do what's necessary. I'm like, so, again, you know, who do you want the money from? Like, your supporters, like, you know, the sale of the book, like, the district attorney, crimes victim assistance. Because I'm like, you know, there's resources, like, but they won't give you funds. They're not going to give you actual money. They will give you transitional support. They'll give you like, you know, they're not going to place money in your hand. They will help you. Like, that's better than money.
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, you know, when I talked to you, I was in a weird headspace. And, you know, I might, cause that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I'm not doing it again. Like, that was divine intervention that, you know, we didn't and stuff like, you know, then it was 666. Like, you know, I'm not really, I'm not superstitious or anything like that, but I'm definitely into numerology and astrology. Like, absolutely. So, I'm like, if we do it, it's definitely not going to be on 666. Like, I'm not playing devil's advocate on that day. So, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, so, that was that. Like, and then she had, met with, but she's cutting our conversation short and stuff. So, that particular day. So then we spoke today briefly. I didn't say anything about Solar. Like, this is your guilty conscience speaking to you. Oh, what have you? Like, I just checked in. Like, oh, hey, like, I'm just calling. Girl, I'll give you her phone number. You could leak.
No.
I swear to God, like, I'm not the one. Like, I'm intelligent. Like, I'm, you know, an elder. Like, I'm, you know, professional, but everyone has a petty side and a vindictive side. I'm a Scorpio.
So, yeah,
like,
so am I.
Don't do it.
And I'm old.
Don't do it.
And I'm very
it'll feel
vindictive.
Great. It'll feel great. Because as nice as I am and as giving as I am, there's no middle ground. Like, I would just be like, here's her number. Put that shit out there. Let people troll her. Like, and I'm 43 years old and I'm sad to be like that, but hey, it is what it is. It will feel great. So, like, because she came for me. She's like, and she did this before. She's like, can you stop calling me Nay? Like, I'm Janae.
Oh, Lord.
I'm like, well, sweetheart, even if you know Janae, I'm like, it's a nickname. Like, it's still Nay.
She
No,
has
Janae.
she has a
You should
lot of
address me as
nicknames.
Janae.
Uh,
Girl.
uh,
I said, okay, sweetheart, let me let you go because. And I just got her off the phone because, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to disrespect me when I'm helping you.
yeah,
Like,
that's
I've given her, like, creative, input to her book and stuff like that. I've given her money. You know what I mean? Like, I invite you to my home. I mean, if I give her if I give people her number, she can give people mine as well. But who gives a damn? Like, she has my avatar, so who cares? Please, like, come here if you want to. Like, I have superior officers and all of that stuff. Like, please, not what people want. But I don't even think she would go that route. Like, she should just be embarrassed that she lost this. I don't know.
so. What did she say
Where
on
her,
Solar that made you know that she had like a guilty conscience?
I don't know. No, not today. But as far as Solar, like, we always, like, we don't talk about him too much. Like, we don't talk about, like, the cult and the things that she had gone through in the past with them.
Yeah.
Never talk about the women. Never. But she will once in a blue. I think with Solar, she's like, oh, yeah, I'm still having dreams about him. All I've done is support. That's why, like, it's getting annoying. Because, like, I'm supporting you. And then you have him on your live. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even really, like, I don't go on her live because it's all, like, I don't, I prefer to talk to her personally. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like her live because it's not, her. It's, her representative. So, I prefer to talk to her personally. And she did, like, I mean, probably maybe a week or two ago, she's like, yeah, I still have dreams about him and things. But she's like, and then when he went to Mexico, she was hitting around and she was going to Mexico.
Wait, what?
And I'm like, yep, she was hitting around and she was going to Mexico, like, or trying, like, not going, but trying. She's like, like, before I come to you, because I told you she wanted to come here in July or June. She didn't really know. But I'm like, you're more than welcome here, but there's no place here to thought. I live in Nassau County. It's a 97% crime. It's a 97% conviction rate here. Like, there's no siding. It's not New York City. It's the suburbs. It's very boring. Like, I live around all whites. Like, you're going to be very bored here. I told her that. And he's like, well, that's what I need. I need healing and stuff. So we were talking about, like, acupuncture, like, massage places and things like that. Just healing. But, yeah, that fell off the grid, like, really quickly. So she was like, oh, but before I come to you, like, I really want to come. And she's like, that's when she started talking about the money. I need money because I'm going to go, maybe, I'm not sure. Like, she knew, I don't know if she knew, like, if I was, like, kind of up to date with Solar being in Mexico and stuff like that. But she was like, I want to go to the tropics just to put my feet in the dirt, just by myself, just a tip by myself. If someone could fund that, she's like, when I touch the dirt, and I know I won't need any, like, therapy and things like that. She's like, I'll just be sparked. And then I could come back, and get a job and,
So she wanted she wanted people to fund her vacation to the tropics so she can recharge?
Right. And then,
okay,
like I said,
I want to ask my followers
to
fund a trip for me and my girlfriend to go to the tropics.
Thank you.
If you're listening to this now, please, Cash App is in my bio.
Really? Absolutely. But you know me, like, I'm a Scorpio, like, I'm manipulative or whatever. That's why I started watching this cult, because I'm like, God damn, like, it sparked something in me, because, like, as a woman, like, I'm like, I could do this times 20 if I wanted to, but I don't have the heart to do bad to people. Like, I would, be helping people. Like, it's my job. Like, I'm like, it's just so textbook how he gets away with what he gets away with and how he maneuvered it. Like, these people are morons. Like, so I'm just, like, listening. But, like, I'm entertaining. I'm like, well, what part of the tropics? Like, you know, where were you considering? I'm like, because you're from Jamaica. I'm trying to push her to, I'm like, you know, that's, you know, where your roots are. Like, you will definitely, if you touch that ground in Jamaica, like how you're crying now, because she was crying on the phone with me one time about missing the tropics, and she needs her feet in the dirt, and she needs to be close to the equator in the warm weather. It's so cold there. That was in March, and I'm like, you know, we'll go back to Jamaica. You know what I mean? I'm like, what about your mom? I'm like, what about your mom and your sister? I'm like, you guys should really just try to, you know, get funds together, all three of you guys, because that's, you know, where your roots are. Like, you touch ground, you eat the food, you meet the people, you maybe smoke some ganja from, like, original ganja, like, you know, not this, you know, GMO stuff. I'm like, you know, she's like, oh, well, I'm thinking maybe Mexico because that's cheaper. I'm like, yeah, you trying to get...
Wait a minute.
You trying to get...
Oh, my God.
I'm like, you trying to get over there near solar, but I would not say it. I would not say it because, look, I know, like, this is chess, not checkers. Like, I'm smart. I'm like, I like to dig information out of people. Like, I work closely with investigators, cops, and stuff like that. So I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm like, what part of it? Like, just digging. And she was like, well, I really don't know. She's like, any part. She's like, only because it's cheaper. Only because it's cheaper. Like, even when I saw that stuff that came out with the tranny, like, I knew before she did, I think. I don't know. But I wanted to, like, slip it so bad, like I'm talking to a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that shit? Like, I wanted to, like, because she was still talking about having dreams about him and stuff like that, but I was not, because you know what? People like that when you're trying to heal and do well, and they throw in, oh, your man was with a tranny, that's some grimy shit. Like, that's not your friend. Like, you trying to really bring me down. Like, you know I love this man, and you let me find out on my own. So I was not going to say anything. Okay. I was sitting on that information like, you still love him, huh? But I would not. My tongue was bleeding. So 3 days later, about 3-4 days later, she's like, oh my God, please, like, I'm at work. Like, sometimes I work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So she's calling me, texting me, because, oh my God, I have to talk to you, I'm like, okay, sweetheart, I swear when I get in the house, like, I'm going to call you ASAP. She's like, did you see all this stuff? I'm like, no. I saw all of this stuff. I'm like, I've been known that. Like, he's the only one that covered his penis and stuff. Everyone else's penis was out and things. But she's like, he was with a transsexual.
Oh, you didn't see the other videos.
Oh, my God. Like, she saw it all.
Yeah.
She's like, you don't know about that? I'm like, you know I don't follow stuff like that, which I really don't. I have to get the highlight on, like, the major pages. If you don't post it, if the T doesn't post it, and there's another group on Facebook called Best of Social Media, like, it's the only three. I don't know where to get tea from. Like, I'm not privy on these type of things. Like, I'm a lame. I'm a square. Like if you don't post it, I don't know nothing about it. So you didn't really post anything about it. But I saw a screenshot, you know, and it was, you know, it was altered, like, you know, little, you know, the emojis over the private parts and stuff. But I didn't. She was like, no, I saw everything. It was on the girl's Twitter, the transsexual's Twitter.
Yeah. And
she was actually there when it happened, but she didn't know Solar was a part of it. So she was like, I'm throwing up. Like, she literally was throwing up. She literally threw up. Like, she was like, I'm throwing up. And she was like, I don't know if I'm pregnant. Like, she was all over the place. I'm like, babe, get a test. Like, do you want me to send you money for a test? Like, it was just, me and this girl, we've been through hell and back. So for her to, like, you know, that's why, like, I contacted you. I was not going to contact you. Like, me and her had been in contact, like, probably a week after she left. You know, she had sent me the Cash App, and I'm like, what? If you don't get out of here, like, the request when she was leaving. And I'm like, I didn't know. I'm like, she's still there just trying to collect funds for 3Guard or whoever he is at the moment. So I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I declined that shit so fast. And then, like, the interview with her and the T, I'm like, oh my God, she left. We already went through this. Like, I was, like, super, I was fangirling hard. I'm like, oh my God, I was so wrong about her. Like, I just was like, oh my God, she is that bitch, oh my, like I was so excited for her. But now it's just like, I don't know. Like, in hindsight, when you talk to someone and little things come up, like her trying to go to Mexico, which I kind of, I'm like, I'm like, Jamaica. You're from Jamaica. Those are your roots. Smoke the weed. Like, get reactivated from your. And she was like, yeah, like, I want to do that too. But Jamaica's really expensive. She's like, the flight, the hotels, like, she's like, Mexico is cheap and it's close. Like, I can just. She even had the plan. She had the plan. She's like, I can take, I think she said like a train or some shit to Texas, and then right over the border is like, like it's cheaper to trap. She had the plan set.
I'm in
can't
Texas.
Make this
it's
shit
literally
up.
Across the street.
I can't make this shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for what? I can't make it up. Like, it's just crazy. Like, but today, I just called in to check on her and stuff, because I felt like really like proud. Like, I'm like, okay, well, I did the right thing. Like, she's trying to better herself and stuff, and I ate your little ass, and I didn't. Like, and then her attitude, like, it's all, like, to me, like, I listen to every sign of the universe. Like, I listen to that, the everything got a race thing. I'm like, let me listen to this sign as well. Like, because you're being real snippy, and I didn't do shit to you. Yeah. I think it's all about money. Like, bitch, I'll send you some money if that, like, that's how stupid people are. Like, when people don't have money, like, you really let money rule you. Because I'll send you money, girl, and just expose you. Like, if that's all it takes, sweetheart, and it probably ain't even that much. Like, is that really what you want? Like, she's being real ignorant with it right now. Like, I don't know how much she's getting and stuff, but as far as the money to testify, she had came up off of that for a minute, but I didn't. With me, I know how much to press. I know how much to push. I'll go right back into, because that really is my goal. Like, I told you once, I really don't care, and that's the honest truth. But if it's not about me and mine, like, I seriously don't. Like, maybe, it's my age, or, the things I've gone through. Maybe it's my occupation, and just seeing so many people, like, back off from getting justice for themselves. I could care less. You have to be in that mind state to, do this as a profession. So I really don't care what she does, but, like, I care about she's just a hypocrite. That's what annoys me. Like, if she wasn't such a hypocrite, it wouldn't annoy me. Because one minute you're like, oh, like, my people, my community, my black sisters, and then the next minute you're like, well, I don't know, and I need money. Like, she just wants money. Like, money. She wants money. Which she said once she goes to Mexico or the tropics, she's going to Mexico. I swear I feel like just paying for that girl to go to Mexico. I swear to God, like, I'm so close to just saying how much. Like,
oh my God, do
I hate to be this type of evil person, but I'm going to be honest about how evil I am. But I don't care if I get judged. I want to be entertained.
Care either. Shit,
I want to be entertained. Fuck it. I'm bored. I have a boring ass life. Like, let me see what happens next. I'm just being honest. Like, it can't be that much. Like she said, she's going a cheaper route. That's how you know it's not for her healing.
No, dude. She's going to go see.
Why would you go to Mexico?
Out of all places. Like, you just want Elijah out of jail. You just like, fuck it. I don't care no more. I don't care no more. I want to be with my man.
That's why I'm trying to hold off with, like, my voice. Because, of course, she's going to know it's me. How I talk and text and stuff. But at this point, do what you want to do. Like, she's so desperate for money. Even if you post my voice or something, like, stating, like, everything that I told her, and she knows it's me because it's, like, me, conversation that we had, she'll still speak to me if I give her money. And that's sad. That's really sad. Like, it's really sad. But
you can dog me out on the internet, but I'll forgive you if you cash at me.
And then I know how to, I'll be like, look, Nay, I did it for your sake because I'm so sick of it. Like, I do love the girl. Like, I really do. But she's pissing me off. It's like my child. Like, I love my daughter, but she pisses me off too. But I'll never spoil my baby. My baby's not trash. My baby works. My baby on top of her shit. Like, she's nothing like the trash that would ever consider. Like, please, nothing like it. She's, but you know, when people try you, and then she tried me today. Like, oh, can you stop referring to me as Nay? I don't know, but I'm like, mate, I really was thinking like you had said something already, because I'm like, I refer to her as Nay. And then, like, I'm like, maybe something came out already.
No, I haven't said anything.
I know you didn't, because I've been checking. Like, I'm like, but she's really, I swear, she's empathic, and I'm not delusional, nothing like these cult members. Like, for me to be drawn to her, and first of all, I don't like females. Like, I don't like females. Like, I don't like people. So for me to actually feel for someone and give them money, it's like, it's something about her. It's really something about her. Like, something about her. Like, you know, it's a love-hate relationship. I really, like, I want her to do well, but then when she does stupid shit, I'm like, you're a dummy. You're a thought. Like,
oh my God. Okay.
Like, I get so frustrated with this girl. Like, but I honestly don't care. At the end of the day, like, she can do what she wants, and that's what she's gonna do anyway. Her mother can't even really tell her what to do. When I was telling her about her mom and her twin going to Jamaica and touching, I'm like, why don't you guys, you know, raise funds for that? Like, she was like, she's like, because it's very expensive. She's like, you can say that. You can say that. You're established. I don't have anything. I don't have anyone.
Oh my God.
She's like, money, money, money. Like, you can, I'm like, well,
Jesus
then
Lord.
Mexico? No, so now I'm just like acting like a fangirl. I'm acting like a fake friend, which I'm not. When I'm a friend, I'm a genuine friend. Like, but I'm like, you know, playing a fake friend. I'm like, so I'm like, how much for Mexico then? She's like, well, if I take the train, she's like, she got the whole, she has it mapped out. So I'm like, that's why I really just want to stall, like, with like, my voice at least. Even with the messages, if you want to go that route, but I even think if you leak my voice, like, she'll still, like, be like, why would you do that? I'll be like, I'm so sorry.
I'm going to send you some money.
If you could forgive a Lehio and still get diseases, I'm not giving you any diseases, sweetheart. I'm giving you funds.
Wait a minute.
Like, she'll forgive me. At this point, I know she'll forgive me. Like, so I don't even care what you do at this point. I swear. But the fact that, Nay. Could you stop with the Nay stuff? Like, she really listened to it for a good 2 minutes. I'm like, yeah, Nay. This, that. She was like, could you stop with the Nay stuff? I'm like, well, what do you want me to call you, love? She's like, Janae. I'm like, I mean, I call my sisters, my friends, my coworkers, like, everybody nicknames. Like, it's just a nickname. I'm like, even Janae, Nay is part of Janae. Like, it's like, oh, it's just too close to Nay Terry. And I'm trying to get, you know, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do my best. But, I mean, that's what I call you. Like, and in the tone, like, it's like you have something against me. I didn't do anything to you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll let you go, love. I'm like, you know, when you have a chance, get back to me. He's like, oh, no. She's like, are you upset with me? I'm like, no. I'm like, I just gotta go. Like, yeah, I'm upset, because I'm going. Come on, sweetheart. I haven't stopped calling her that name. But she is a thought. If she's not, she wants to. And she's a thought at heart. Like, if you're not an active thought, you're a thought, and, you know, you're stalling. It's loading. She just wants to thought so bad. Like, she's never gonna heal. She's never gonna heal. Like, it's not gonna happen. So if anyone's expecting healing, she don't even expect healing no more. Like, it's not gonna happen. And the stuff with Alehio, like, I noticed, because, like, I'm very, you know, if I had her in my presence, it would be body language, like how she speaks and things.
Yeah.
You have to know that when she's saying they, everyone wants him. You're not included. Like, you have to pay attention to little, like, details and little.
Yeah.
No, you don't want. Everyone wants him taken down so bad, and no one wants to, like, that would be, if everything that happened, and I was the main one going hard for you. No one could not tell me, because I know the letter of the law. You know what I mean? Like, that was the definition that what he did, what he's done to multiple others. Not even, she's not the first. She won't be the last. If he gets out, she won't be the last.
Right.
Solar will, you know, pick up his torch, like, you know what I mean, and run with it. True will pick up his, like, his spirit, like he said, like, you can lock him up. He won't. Like, he's embedded in whoever he trained to do. Mm-hmm. She's not the first that he's false imprisoned and raped and all that stuff. Like, and she won't be the last. You know what I mean? Like, you're just one out of many. Like, and I hate to say that, but that's because I've been, you know, the occupation for 17 years. I've seen so many people. You know what I mean? Like, you're not special. Like, you know, you're special only because it's, you know, in social media. It's like, you know, in the forefront. But this happens to so many women and men and children. Like, you're not the only person that is going through this, like, in a big arena or a small arena, or, you know, you're just, I mean, you're not special. You really, but she swears I don't know. I don't even know. For me to be confused, like, if you know any, like, if you would know people that you'd be like, oh, she's confused. If I'm confused and speechless and don't know the exact letter of the law or whatever, yeah, it's time to, like, really give it up, wrap it up, throw in a towel, leave it alone. Like, cause I am not used to being confused. Like, I'm a person that knows a little bit of everything. No one knows everything, but trust and believe. Like, I just know a lot, and she's confusing me. She's like, oh, everyone wants them prosecuted so bad, but no one's like, you know. I'm like, well, what do you expect? Who do you want the money from? Like, I just laid down, I'm like, who do you want the money from? Me? Like, I don't have it. Like, I'm like, I don't have money to pay you. I'm like, and if you, I'm like, just kidding. I'm like, throwing them out there. Like, she's like, no, see, now you're being, what did she say? I forgot the word. She's like, now you're being rude. Like, it wasn't rude. She said some other word. Now you're just being something because you're talking about put a number out there. I'm like, well, that's how you're making it seem. Like, I'm just curious because maybe, you know, maybe I could, you know, figure out who's able to, you know, provide, you know, that particular number for you. Or I'm like, but all I could provide you with is resources, and you walked away from those resources. Like,
It depends what time Saturday, because I don't know what time I will be home at night. Also, she told me that the lawyer called her today, but then she stated to me the same thing that the lawyer said before. But I'm so confused right now about this whole case. But of course, I would do it. Absolutely.
Okay, well, I've already posted 3 videos on my YouTube page about it. So tonight was the last one, was part 3 of 3. So yeah. But okay, so I'll get with my other YouTube channel associate and let her know and see when she's available.
What are you trying to do with the other YouTuber, like, that we haven't done with this lady? I'm just trying to figure it out, because um I don't know, like, she messaged me today and she said the same exact thing that she said before, but she said the lawyer called today, but it was the same exact statement. Like, I just want to make, oh, nothing, forget it. But I'm behind you 100%.
Okay, so the other YouTuber isn't going to be doing anything. She's just kind of hosting it. On her platform, she's just probably going to let me use her platform to do it. That way you can ask the questions in real time. And, you can even stream it on your Beagle if you wanted to. I don't know. But, yeah, I just, people want to ask questions in real time. And maybe there's someone out there that can help her. I don't know. She told me that her attorney called her too, out of nowhere. So I don't know. But a lot of people DM me and said that there's something very, very dark and sinister that's going on with this case. So there's people interested in it, but she was just going to host it. She's not asking questions or nothing. So tell me, what's a good time for you, your time, Eastern? What's a good time for you? How do you know that they're telling the truth, Ryan? People lie every day. People in the law industry lie all the fucking time. Like, that'd be like telling my wife that I killed myself, even though I have been suicidal. But she knows me, and she knows how and when and why I would do it. She knows me. So, I don't know. It's really sketchy. Everything's sketchy. Yeah, because she didn't want to see or hear her husband getting beat on or nothing, because she said she heard him screaming. I wouldn't want to watch it either. Ryan, do you believe Efru lied to you? Do you believe she lied? If you had this relationship with her, do you think she lied with all the evidence that we have seen and heard that contradicts everything that you have told us? Every single thing. So we're to believe you because you believe her, right? So no one is lying, even though we know and see how she acts.
Never heard back from you in response to the YouTube thing. Are you not doing it no more? I was just wondering.
No, I didn't do it because she hasn't reached out to me, and I've been going through a lot of stuff, so I haven't even bothered to ask her. So I've been going through stuff.
Girl, let me tell you something. I linked on his fucking cracker ass because at the end of the day, you're a motherfucking cracker. So you the ops to me too. I linked on him. I said, if you don't know my husband and you got some confidence, you better ask about him. Level 7 Cumberland. Alot Penitentiary. Federal system. You better ask about him. He ain't gonna fucking kill himself over no traffic stop when that motherfucker robbed 8 banks as a teenager, okay? At 17. Okay? So Efra was half white. Remember that. Efra was half white. And I said I would have respected you more if you would have told me that you ain't want to deal with it. I know what the fucking paper said. Did you hear my story when I said they didn't have a story? And I said the only way I will believe you if you said Jermaine took a cop gun. When I left out the precinct, I called every news article, every newspaper. 4 hours later, they intercepted my story and said Maryland man took cop gun. Even if that was the case, even just say hypothetically speaking, right? They are negligent because guns are not fucking permitted in processing. He's schizophrenic, bipolar, and manic depressive, so that should have been a 5150 crisis call, right? So he shouldn't have even been in the fucking precinct. So if he did take the cop gun, the same cop that he was having an issue with when he was apprehended, so that means that the cop left his gun unlocked and committed murder, suicide. Cracker, what the fuck is you talking about? Huh? The fuck is you talking about, man? I don't got no reason to fucking lie. Lie about fucking what? Yo, this fucking man, yo, I don't know what the fuck is up with this motherfucking man. He's an attention seeker, but I got some for his cracker ass, too. I told him I was going to call the state's attorney. He said no. No, why? Why not? You sound like those other motherfuckers. So I wrote the NAACP, Washington and Maryland. I'm going to follow up with them. You know so many people, but you can't find me a civil rights lawyer? Did I need ASAP? Like, come on now. Like, look. He going to make me, I'm a link. Look, I want you to conference in with you, him, and I. And watch you see another fucking whole side of me. You fucking look. I ain't one of those dummies online. You got me fucked up. I cracked this motherfucking case. Not none of those motherfucking bullshit ass lawyers. I did all the work and gave them all the information. The fuck you mean? You already know guns that's not permitted in processing. So how the fuck he get the gun, man? Look, they told him to stand down and stay the fuck out of it. And like I said, you ain't even man enough to be real, to say that. Like he said, well, the paper said, I don't give a fuck what the paper said. My lawyer said that. Because his ass was like 70 years old when he went to the prosecutor office. Yo, they scared that old man. They was trying to come to the man's office to play the tape. His son had to intervene and was like, nah, y'all not coming to my office. Nah, y'all not coming to the office. Like, what the fuck you mean? Yo, keep that shit fucking 100 with me, man. I got something for his ass, watch. I just told his ass, like, look, yo, if you can't keep that shit 100, don't touch nothing that got nothing to do with colored people. I said, I don't got no empathy and no sympathy for none of those motherfuckers over there. Okay? Because let me tell you something. I've been battered since I was 16 and I'm 45. Until I met my fucking husband. Some women like getting beat. Some women like getting beat. So, I mean, what the fuck? They still there. So what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? I'm just confused. I said, if they told you to stand down like they told 3 fucking lawyers, yo, I could respect that, man. But what I can't respect is you playing 50. So don't fucking call yourself a white Malcolm X when I'm never around, yo, because I'm going to lean on you, man. I have no reason to fucking lie, man. Yo, I broke down that work today, man. Like, when I saw all that shit off his page, yo, he's a straight fucking coward. I said, so if you don't know that some women like getting beat, I said they do. That's why they still over there, man. And something that they went through within their family, and he will stay out. They don't want to work. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do nothing. All right. Case closed. He locked up. So if you want to be Captain Saberho, go to Georgia and free those bitches. Free them. Because that's what you into. Because when I first got on the panel, that's all they was talking about was carbonation. I'm sitting there like, yo, this is some fucking foolery, man. This what you call me up here for? Then he talks so low, I can't hear shit he's saying. We got to meet up. Okay, what's up? When we gonna meet? But I said I respect you. Well, I'm gonna say this once again to you. I respect you. I will respect you more. Yo, if you tell the truth, I'm still here for you, man. I say, yo, and you can tell all those motherfucking crackers to suck my dick. I said, because I got something for everybody that don't motherfucking believe me. I said, because I'm going to be vindicated on this one. You can call me crazy if you motherfucking want to. Far from crazy. But this bitch about to be murder she wrote. I'm on my murder she wrote shit. Because it have to stop. It have to end. And if he reported, and if he told anybody anything I told him, yo, that shit'd be crazy, man. I don't trust him at all. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He went snooping around. Basically, in a nutshell, the question is, do you really give a fuck about black people? That's the question. Do you honestly give a fuck about black people, or do you just want attention? This shit is sad. It's sad. It's sad.
So when this particular picture that you're looking at now was sent to me, I screenshot it and sent it to me. First of all, like 7 people told me about this, which is weird. But I could be wrong, but I could have sworn I heard Janae say that she blocked everyone in that cult. I may be wrong. Maybe I hope that I heard that. I don't know. But I thought she said that. Why was Solar in her live? What does that mean? Does anybody know what that means? I was just curious, because there's still an active case going on. No one cares. Why?
She can't drop them because the state picked it up, but what people don't understand about district attorneys and about the state is, okay, we pick up the charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have her victim, her crime victim, all of that. We have all of that. But a trial, which is what we prepare, the taxpayers pay investigators, they pay defense attorneys. He doesn't have a paid attorney, so he has a state defense attorney. All of this is taxpayers' money. Like the investigators, all of that, like the pulling up the forensic computer analysis. All of those people are paid, and then all of that is a waste once we have no victim on the stand. She has to be on that stand. That's what people don't get, and that's what people don't get. And then people behind the scenes, we get it, and that's, like I said this before, and that's like my main purpose of speaking. Like, once again, I don't really care specifically about anyone in particular, but it's very annoying to see Black Lives Matter, and then once it's time to prosecute, we don't want to prosecute. That's how our lives got devalued. That's specifically because you can't pick and choose who you want justice from. You can't pick and choose. Just because the person looks like you, oh, well, forget it. He got locked up. I'm over it now. I'm starting. I got some dick in me now. I feel good. So fuck this. I'm over it. I'm not going on no stand. Like, it's enough. Like, I'm okay now. Like, you're not okay, and you have to follow through, or all of that was a waste. That whole that whole performance, that whole the pull up the FBI, all of that, that's a waste of resources. Do you know how insulting that is? To tax, like, to white people, period. Like, and I hate to be an Uncle Tom, I get called it all the time, a bed wench, Uncle Tom, Aunt Sally, like, I get called, I don't care, it is what it is, a police ass bitch, I'm everything under the sun, but guess what, a cool, like, I'm all of that, but I know what I'm talking, I mean, it is what it is, fuck it, like, I know what I'm talking about, and the truth hurts. When white people see that you wasted all those resources, like, and then he could get right out. Not right out, because he's going to be held for a while. Trial takes 1 to 2 years, you know what I'm saying? So he will be held unless he comes up with bail and stuff. But once if she don't get on that stand, it's a wrap. I said it first. People can say, oh no, I bet the people are so dumb. Like, people think they know what they're talking about. So, oh, the state picked it. Sure, we picked it up. We got it. We picked it up. But it takes her. It has to be a physical body to say what happened. I don't care about papers. She could have said that at the moment, felt that at the moment. It could have been a lie. She has to get questioned by his attorney, the prosecution. It has to be first of all, jury selection. Like, jury selection, like, they have to, like, his attorneys are gonna pick certain jurors. Like, his attorneys won't pick someone that has been in a domestic violence relationship before. Like, that's not a good juror for them. The prosecutor will pick someone that's, you know, it's 6 and 6. Like, 6 good ones for the jury. For the defense, 6 good ones for. This is a whole process, and if she don't follow through, she's already tired. She already saying, oh, well, I did what I had to do, and I did what most people wouldn't, and yeah, like you said, people are losing hope in her, and they should. Like, I never had faith for her to lose. You can't lose something you never had, so I ain't never lose nothing because it wasn't nothing to lose, but I really was, like, I was hoping. I didn't have oh my gosh, I'm just like, because I've seen it happen so many times, like, so many times. I even, like, had, a person, like, that we helped. We gave them resources and things. Like, we gave them a remote, caper alarm. It's called a caper alarm. One you put around your neck like a necklace. So when you leave the house, you know, she really was kind of, like, reserved to her house, which is, it sucks, but it is what it is. It's a remote one where you go out to take the garbage or what have you. You press it if your abuser comes around, and the whole precinct, like, within minutes. And then there's it's a station